if you want your photos to be more creative, so you probably want them to just feel more unique, more different from everything else that you see outside on social media and stuff like that. And you want maybe people to stop for a second and look at your photo more than 1 second to really impressed by how unique this photo is. And that is a completely understandable thing that I think all of us are want to achieve. And you probably watched a lot of YouTube videos better than this one about how to like get creative with your camera, maybe try to shoot upside down through things like through a glass or something, and a lot of like little tips to help you achieve something different specifically, you know, in a specific shots. And in this video I wanted to quickly just look through all of the photos that I took this week and show you what was going through my mind when I took them, because I believe that creativity is something that most come from inspiration from other photos that we see and from other people's. I think that's the best way to take your camera outside and shoot different things. So I don't want to give you like a small like you should do this with the camera specifically to get this result, because first of all, it's not my type of videos, and second, I just believe in a different method of try to inspire you to stop the video after you watched it and take your camera outside and take photos. So let's just jump right into the photos. And if you don't know my videos and me yet, so hi, my name is Geffen, and in the last like 2 months or something like that, I started to do only ICM photography, which means intentional camera movement. Like I move my camera when I take my photos to get this blur, like kind of painting photography, which I love. And that's what the photos that you're gonna see today, but it doesn't mean that this is the creative way to do photos. You can use the things that I will say in any kind of photography that you want. So first of all, I took this photo as an inspiration from my grandparents' painting that I saw on their home. And this is a painting that I has been there the whole time since I was a little girl, but I never really noticed it until I started ICM photography, because it looks so much like the photos that I'm trying to get. So it was really nice to look at this photo. I took a picture of it and then I walked to the park outside and tried to mimic, you know, the colors, the vibe, the same like branches of the trees. So after I took this photo, I was so like in inertia power that got me continue to do those shootings in the park, and I got some really nice results that I liked with the water, the sky, the trees, everything. Just it was so fun to go and try to get those unique shots. And my inspiration for this shot was so simple, something that was at my childhood house that I saw all the time, but I never really noticed it. So maybe the first thing is to try to look at paintings or photos or just stuff that is in your house that you used to see all the time, but you never really noticed them. Maybe a certain color or a vibe that you are really living in. So maybe try to look this outside and just get the inertia power and try to get creative from there. The next walk that I did on the street this week was with the Ricoh GR3X with this lens hood that I have above it. If you know this camera, you know it doesn't come with this. And this company was kindly enough to send me this product, and I didn't commit to them to do a positive review. I don't get any money from the link that you are buying the product or not. I just want to really share something amazing. They also have it for the Leica, the Ricoh GR3, the Ricoh GR3X. I just put the link in the description, you can check this out. It twisted out and in so easily, and you know, it's such a high quality product. It's not an ND filter, it's a, let me read this to you because I'm so bad at technical terms. This is a CPL black mist filter, and that means basically, you know, in a really simple way, that I have here like a ring on the top that I can change the filter inside. It's really easy to change the filter, and the whole point of this is just, it's, as I said, it's not an LD filter, it's increasing the contrast and just give it such a cinematic colors that it changed completely the whole way that I look at the colors in my photography. And when I go outside in daylight, although it's not an LD filter, as I said 3 times already, this is really reduce the light and just give me so much softer light outside. It's really hard to describe. I'll put a video so you can see the difference in the reflection, specifically when I want to shoot through a glass on the sidewalk or something like that. I just can reduce and play with the reflections. I can change the contrast, the light. I don't know really how it works. I never worked with any of those filters, but if you watch my videos, you know that I bought an ND filter for the Leica Q3 that I have, and I really didn't enjoy it, and I never even share photos with it because it was just too much changing the light. So this is much an easier creative product that I use, and look at the size of it. It's even with the extra lens hood, it's still so much smaller. That's right that it's not fit into my pockets with this product, but again, it fits into my small case, small digital camera case. And as I said, it really just clicks off and on really easily. I love how high quality this product is. Again, I don't want to sound like a commercial. I don't get anything from this, but I really, really love this high quality product. I'll put the link, everything below. Thank you so much, Freewall, for sending me this product. And you know, the reason that I mentioned this product in this specific video is because to get creative outside with your photos, I believe that the gear that you take with you really completely change what photos you're going to take with you. And if you have a small compact camera like the Ricoh or Leica, Fuji, whatever camera you have, you most likely take more photos and be more comfortable with your gear outside than, let's say, take a body with multiple lenses that you need to decide which lens to put on now, what is right, what is right for later, and stuff like that. This is just stuff that stops you from getting just creative in your head and run with your photos without like overthink your gear. So maybe that's important too, to notice your gear. I know I said this before, I know a lot of people say this before, but you know, it's the obvious that we have to say because it's really important. So make sure you take, whether it's your camera or a small camera or just one lens with your body outside, to get your mind through this creative process of just going through take photos without overthinking too much. By the way, I would really love to hear in the comments what kind of gear are you using, and in general, how do you take creative shots? You know, my friend Joel sent me this week amazing photos that he took in ICM style that he saw in my videos, and it got really like a regular thing that I show photos that you send me, everyone that send me on Instagram, every video someone else. I really love the way that, you know, my video maybe inspire you to take photos, and then I show your photos and they inspire someone else, and it's just a circle that is amazing that's going on here. So I want to show you his photos. Maybe it will inspire you, because it is an amazing set of ICM photos that I really was inspired on. So thank you, Joe, for sending me this. And maybe another thing that I want to mention about creative photos, that you know, I try to sit and make this video and combine this list, and I don't want this to be like super conventional way. I really try to be careful about that. And I think that the point of creating photos, you know, the core of it, the most important thing is that we are so different from one another. And when we go on the street, I see a completely different thing. I can look at the bench and think that interesting. And maybe someone else will see this photo and will not see it as a creative photo, but I will, and maybe my group of people will enjoy this photo. Don't think that there is just one way to do it, to hit everyone's eye. I don't think that's the right way to go. Again, it's just my opinion, but just try to look for what interests and capture your eyes. You know, it's a really meditative way to go outside and free your mind. Just let your eyes walk through the street and find something interesting. For example, I saw this orange wall on the middle of the sidewalk, and I tried to get a creative shot of the person that was inside of that block. And so then I just realized that I liked the orange vibe that I got from this cinematic filter, so I just looked for more orange on the street. So I got this tree with the house on the side. I really loved that photo too. So just try to not force myself to focus on things that people say that interesting, like if we're photographing people, this is more interesting, and maybe that's true in a way, but when I walked on the street yesterday, I didn't feel like taking photos of people, and that's okay. I just think it's important to listen to yourself and what is really flowing in your way right now. It can change from day to day. Just listen to what your mind tells you when you go on the street. I think that's the best way to get really creative and just go with the flow. And maybe a lot of people will leave this video at this point, because I just want to say that in a personal matter, I have been through a lot lately, and this time I also have my exam period, my almost last one. I have a few months until I finish my law school, which is exciting, but also it really take all of my energy, and I just feel like I don't want to do anything. I don't want to even get up in the morning and do my must things that I need to do. And reading your comments and your love, just you don't know how much every single one of you got into my heart and just get me through everything right now. And we're talking about creativity. I really had a hard time to sit and do this video. If you're following me regularly, you know that I usually upload more than one video a week, at least one video a week for the last year. But it always the complete year last July that I started to upload videos, which is really, really cool. And I'm just blabbering right now. My point is that it's really hard for me to do a video every single week. I want to get back to this, and I try. For now, I upload every 8 days, something like that, which is also okay. I listen to myself and what I can. But if we're talking about creativity here, I think that once I start to do something, like if you go outside and take one photo, then it's much easier to take the next 50 photos. And just take this first photo, just make this one video. That's the hardest part of this whole creative creation process, which is what we all do here, whatever it's videos or photos or whatever you do to get yourself in a creative place. This one move that I want to do, that's the hardest part, especially for me right now. So you don't know how make this video helps me to get the inertia power and take more photos, take more videos, talk to you, answer you. It just gives me a reason to be so joyful and grateful to be here. So if you're stick this far, thank you. If you like the video and you liked it, comment or subscribe to the channel if you like this content. That will really means a lot to me and help me and the channel a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video.